do, YouTube fam? Your boy is back with another one on the grind. One more time. Now I am at the junkyard, so I'm taking y'all on a junkyard run with me. I like these junkyard runs, man, and I like taking you guys along. I'm gonna try to do more of them, as sometimes I come to the yard and I just kind of walk around just to kind of see what's out there. But if I'm looking for something specific, then a lot of times I won't film because I'll just be like on a hunt. But I think now every time I go out, I'm gonna take you guys along with me because I think it's cool. I think it's just cool just kind of see what's out there. You know what they say, what's that quote? One man's trash is another man's treasure, or something like that. And I feel that that's really legit. Like, I've gotten a lot of parts off, you know, cars that were just about to be scrapped. On my way to my storage shed and to my girl's parents' house, my girl's dad let me borrow this engine hoist here. It lifts. And so I'm bringing it back since I'm done with it. Hopefully I won't need it anytime soon, ever again. And he let me borrow some other parts, so I'm taking this stuff back. And I was able to fit it in the Escalade, so that's pretty dope. And on the way, there's a junkyard here that's kind of hidden, y'all. I mean, it's not really ever too busy. Like, I stopped at one in a nearby city earlier, and that line was like out the door, y'all. And with the social distancing, like, it was even longer. It was like wrapped around the parking lot. It was crazy. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna keep it going. So I thought I'd come here, see what's up. They have a box Chevy here, y'all, and they just got it like a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. And I didn't know. I looked it up last night and I saw that they just got it. So anytime there's a box Chevy, I always want to go look at it, or an Impala, something like that. You know, I want to come look at it to see what I can use off it, because even though mine's a 70 and I can only use really a lot of parts from 77 to 79, I can still use some parts from, you know, 80s box Chevys as well. I'm just gonna see what's on it and see if I can steal anything off it and whatnot. And you know, if they have a Suburban, Tahoe here, YUKON, something like that, Escalade, I can always, you know, pick through that and see what's up, you know, for my Caddy here. So all right, y'all, walking up to it. Looks like somebody already done came and got the rear and the front clip. Looks gone. 89 box Chevy. Looks like it might have been painted at one point. Not very good, but man, looks like still a bunch of usable parts. Yep, front clip gone. But I mean, this thing overall, man, this thing's in good shape. I mean, nothing crazy torn, anything like that. Steering column's gone. Whole center climate control, all that's gone. Dash is like really good shape, y'all. A lot of good parts on this. Oh, actually, excuse me, there's that. So, I mean, a lot of good parts. Yeah, man, this thing is pretty dang clean for the most part. Third brake light. Back seat's good. But yeah, y'all, this thing is really clean. I mean, look at this trunk. I mean, it looks like it ain't ever been touched. Unless somebody coated it, but I don't know, somebody could have coated it possibly. There's a lot of runs there on the side of that quarter panel. I don't know if you guys can see, but I mean, nothing ate through. I mean, this thing is really clean. I think I'm gonna take that. For some reason, I thought the older boxes in like the mid 80s to 89, 90 were 5x5 bolt pattern, but I just looked it up online and it says it's 5x4 3/4. Maybe it was the bubble boxes that changed the 5x5. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take it and see. I measured it out and it seemed to measure at a 5x4 3/4. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. But shoot, man, this thing is really clean. I mean, look at the floor. I mean, that is super clean, y'all. I mean, if you lift this up, insulation, I don't want to rip it, y'all, just in case somebody else needs it. But I mean, you pull that carpet back. Door won't open. You see, yeah, that door is not opening. Go around. But there's really not a whole lot I can use up here. But, oh, I might be able to take these mirrors. Oh, no, don't break. Shoot. Actually, the funny thing was, these mirrors right up here on these visors, in my Regal, that one doesn't have a mirror, but this one has a electric, or not electric, but a mirror with a light in it. But I don't have a mirror on mine. And I was like, man, what could I use for that? And what do you know? Saw this right here. So I'll go ahead and take these. And that's the one that fell, so I'll take that. Let's see. These any good? This color is a little bit different than mine. Oh, those are good visors, man. I'll leave them for the next man. So if I would take them, if this blue was more like mine, but man, this thing is clean, man. Somebody's gonna come here and get some good parts. Shoot. Yeah, I can't, well, I don't really need much from up here. Yeah. Probably couldn't use much. I would take the trunk pop if it had it, but it don't have it, so I'll probably take that spare tire. Yeah, y'all, if any of y'all were close to the Seattle area, box Chevy sitting right here. A lot of good parts somebody could use. Shoot, I need a new windshield. But let's go ahead and see what else they got. All right, y'all, so I'm over here in the SUV section, and they had a Suburban and a YUKON XL. That Suburban's pretty picked through. This one seems pretty intact. And you know, I don't really need too much, at least I don't think, but if I saw a set of electric fans, I know some of these came with electric fans to my understanding, and I'd like to grab some if I see some. And shoot, I also need a fuse, man. When I took my car to get my Caddy to get serviced, I think that's how I got my flat. So if you guys saw that I had a flat tire, I think that's how I got it, man, because I took it in, it didn't have a flat or a nail in it. When I got it back, I saw the nail and then my tire was going flat. So I got that serviced. Then when I went to get in my car today, I used my cigarette lighter as my charging port, and it wasn't working. So I went and looked in the fuse, and the fuse was blown. So I'm like, man, these guys. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick through some of this stuff. So definitely gonna grab a fuse because I need one. My car doesn't have like a TV or anything like that in it, so if I saw a TV, I'd try to maybe take that as well, see if I can maybe adapt that. But my seats, the button's kind of messed up on mine, so I might try to take these off and see if I can switch those out and salvage those. It's one over there. Those are usually kind of hard to come by. Every time I go to a yard, those are missing. What else? Looks like somebody adapted that thing on there. Not much else I really need off of this, at least. This has the rear speaker in the back, so does mine. Take those little heated seat buttons off. Go ahead and try to attack that now. See if I can get that done. All right, I got the other side. That was really easy. The door thing was already off, the panel, so let's see if we can take this one off. All right, y'all, so there's a little clip holding it in from the back. I had to pull this back, get the screwdriver out, and now I got this. So yeah, save those, could use those, and that's good. That's pretty much all I'm gonna take from this car. Looks like we got a Chevy shout bed. Oh, it's a GMC. GMC. I'm not too hip on the short bed game, but I mean, this one looks pretty dang clean too. Tilt wheel, bucket seats. Hey. Yeah, man, not too bad. If I was on my short bed game. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, somebody could probably use some parts on this thing. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, y'all, one of the things that I didn't even realize is I looked at this, I didn't think it was the same as mine, but I went to my car and it is the same as mine. So this is the rear kind of climate or selector switches for the rear seats for the passengers. My seat button is cracked, and when I went back and looked at mine, it was actually the exact same. So I thought it was a little bit different. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this out right now. All right, man, I'm climbing up in here like freaking Spider-Man. Trying to get to this damn thing. I had to break off the lid on that other one because somebody had that damn cup holder bolted into the top of the console. So now I forgot my other drill, or I'd just be drilling this out in no time. But so I'm trying to see how I can undo this little control panel here, but this whole thing inside is moldy as hell, and I forgot I had my mask with me earlier, and then I went out to the car, and then when I decided to come back in, I forgot the mask in the car. And as you can see, man, this whole thing is just molded out. I don't know if it was sitting outside or something with the windows open or something, I don't know. How can I get this thing off? All right, y'all, there's some bolts on the bottom I didn't see. Come out. This is why I always bring all my tools, man. All right, I got this thing out, man. I had to get out the car, man. I really shouldn't be in there breathing all that nastiness. But I am out, and looks like it's just held in by some tabs, kind of all around it. There, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to take these out. think that'll do. Mine is cracked right here, and the buttons don't even work. These buttons actually all seem to be pretty functional. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Yo, here's a Caddy right next to it. Looks like someone done jacked the opera lights. Hot commodity right there. Ooh, I might see if this thing had opera lights. I might see if it has the relay, or what's that thing called? It's back here. The thing that operates it. They usually say it's right by the driver's side inner fender, tucked up under somewhere on this side, but I don't see it. But I know some years and some GM models, they change the location, but typically you would see it. But in searching for this, look what I done found. Yeah, buddy. Like I said, man, one man's trash, another man's treasure. Let's go ahead and get this. Before we take it off though, you already know, you gotta have the leopard. You gotta have the leopard. You can't be riding in a teal turquoise Caddy without that leopard. Oh boy. And you ain't doing it right if you ain't got the buttons in the headliner. Oh boy. So yeah, somebody took the inverter. I did some research on Google, and it's usually sitting right here on the side, or one of the sides, but it looks like somebody done took it. And now that I think about it, there's wires here that look like they got cut, and that tape there looked like it was cut or something, so I think it was right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this trunk popper solenoid real quick. Oh shit. Dang, y'all, there was a piece of duct tape up here like this, and I pulled it out the way because I thought that wire was connected to it, and the original GM key came out of there. So it looks like that was somebody tied a key. Crazy. All right, y'all, got the popper out. Now we're gonna take this button right here. But before we do that, let's do our good deed and return the original key. Let's see if that works. Oh, this might be, dang, does this not work? Oh, it ain't the original. Wait, let's see if it's the door key. Might be the door key. Yeah, that don't work either. Oh well, I'll just put it in there. Oh, I was gonna try to help somebody out, but I guess it ain't gonna work. Oh well, leave it. All right, let's see if we can pop this thing out. Go get my screwdriver. This out. Good. I'm gonna cut this down. Man, y'all, if you guys don't have these in your tool arsenal, man, you need them. I've had this thing for so long and it has come in handy so many times. Let me set this down here, try and cut this. Cut it up as high as I can, as high as I can see. It should slide right out, hopefully. Or did I cut the wrong one? Nope, I did not see. Oh. And there she go, y'all. Get you one from an old school GM. All it really takes is power and a ground, and the ground is what pops it. So I'll take it home, we'll see if it works. All right, y'all, I'm back in the car, man. I'm gonna show you what I got here. So this is why it's always worth taking a second look. Usually what I do is I go around the yard, I kind of get to what I'm actually after, then I take a loop around, and then I usually take a second lap just to be sure I didn't miss anything. And man, I actually left the first time. I didn't leave, but I went to the parking lot and I got ready to go, and I was like, you know what, let me go back and look at that YUKON, because I looked at this, which is in my car over here, because mine is broke right here. And I remember the YUKON had this, but I didn't take it because I thought it was different. When I got to my car, it ended up being the same, if you guys can see that. I don't know if you can. So I went back and lo and behold, it was the same. So I went ahead and took that, and so that was good. And I went back to the Caprice just to take a picture of it, because I was going to use a picture of the Caprice as a thumbnail for this video. And I knew there was a Caddy next to it. And then when I went back to it, I really didn't pay the Caddy no mind, but I saw I had opera lights, but they were gone. So, but I was like, oh, maybe it has the inverter. So that the inverter that powers the opera lights. So I went and looked and it was gone. But in looking for that, I saw this. And this is what I was actually looking for from the Caprice. And the Caddy had this. So this is why it's a good idea, man, to take that second loop around. Even if you don't want to, just try to take a quick loop around for the second time just to confirm, man, because now I got this, and this is what I wanted to use for my my Regal. So that's good. So I got that. I got some what is this, heated seat buttons, because the one on my passenger, or one on my driver's side here is kind of, it works, but it's kind of funky sometimes. And then I just took these mirrors from, actually I took them from the Caprice. Took those off there though, so they're not the most stylish or anything, but my driver's side on my Caprice and my Regal don't have any mirrors, but on my passenger side on my Regal, it has a flip up mirror that lights up and everything, so from the factory. So I don't know, maybe the driver's side don't have that because of safety reasons or something. So, but anyways, y'all, I am glad I went back and I scored on some parts that I actually need, so that's good. So 20 bucks out the door, you know, some tax here and there, and we good. So yeah, y'all, I'm excited about that, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I was probably supposed to be at my girl's house, or my girl's parents' house, a long time ago. So let me go ahead and get out of here, y'all. But you guys know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Do all that good stuff. Stay with your boy. We doing good things, man. All right, deuces, out.